Hi there! Today we'll be making a Jackson Pollock inspired gift bag, so here's what you need. So we'll start with drawing a straight, very light line 3 inches from the bottom of the page, and you'll do the same to the top but with 2 inches. These are the folding areas for the bag. I don't own a color palette anymore, mine has mysteriously disappeared, so I just use an empty CD cover instead. Oh yeah, maybe wear something you don't mind getting paint on. Teehee! I've mixed 3 colors on the palette, blue, turquoise and white, and added a bit of water so the paint comes off a little easier when I splatter it onto the paper. Now I'm adding a few strokes of blue and turquoise randomly on the page. If you accidentally add a huge lump of paint like I just did, improvise. Make it into a stroke and do a few more accidental strokes here and there. As for splattering, you can either hold the brush slightly and splatter or hold a finger above it and tap the brush as you swing it down. The light holding makes the paint go everywhere, whereas the tapping gives it direction. It's just splattering paint, so it doesn't really matter, but I like variety, so I'll do both. Time to add the glitter, sequins, beads, or whatever it is you want. I'm adding something used for nail art, but if you've seen my nails, then you know I don't really have much use for those sort of things. I'm adding it onto the paint, which is still wet, so I don't have to use glue. Yet. After a few minutes of drying, you want to take your paper and hit it very lightly on the table to remove any loose bits. After which, you can probably just pick them up and stick them back on. I'm adding my beads now, and yeah, I had to use glue because I wanted to put the beads onto the paper and not on top of the paint. I'm adding these teeny tiny bead things, which again are for nails, but I'm sure glitter will do just as well. So I've been waiting for quite some time now, but the paint is really thick and needs more time to dry. I'll have to finish this video tomorrow. And it's dry, so you want to start off with having the 3-inch side near you and the 2-inch away from you. Turn the paper over and place a book onto it. Try a 2.5-inch thick book, which is approximately 8 to 10 inches long and 4 to 6 inches wide. You can alter this according to the size of your paper and work with it the same way I am for the bag. Place the book in the middle of the paper and fold the first side over, leaving about a centimeter to where the book should be completely covered. Hold the book and the paper folded over firmly by one hand and crease with the other. The book is there as a guide, so crease along the edges of the book. Fold the other side of the paper over and crease again. Lift the top part of the paper up and mark about 2 or 3 centimeters from the edge of the lower paper. Fold the paper above inside in half. This is where you'll be sealing the bag. Crease the new line and check with your book, make any alterations needed. Take a strip of sellotape and fold the top edge into the middle, then the middle to the lower. Sort of like a delicious Chinese roll, minus the consuming part. It should sort of look like this. Place the sellotape rolls near the edge of the lower paper. Fold the paper over and check where it ends. Make a few more sellotape rolls and add them below the edge of the upper paper. Press the paper down and apply some pressure. Face the 3-inch thick side towards yourself and hold the book down by one hand. This stops you from pushing it back when you're folding. Fold the upper paper down, crease the edge of the book and the 2 almost triangles on either side. Now fold the triangles inwards and crease the new lines formed. Fold the last part up and lift the book onto the table. Apply pressure. If there's excess paper sticking out from the bottom, fold it inwards like I have and get some sellotape. 1 sellotape roll for the inner side and 1 for the outer. Seal it and apply some more pressure. Turn the bag around and pull the book forward until it reaches the 2-inch line drawn on the paper. Crease all 4 sides of the bag inwards. Now take the bag and fold 1 inch from the top inwards all around. Then fold that downwards by 1 inch again. This is where you creased the bag with the book before. The top should be a double fold. Pinch 2 sides together and crease down along those sides. Do the same to the other side of the bag. Use a hole puncher or a skewer to poke holes into the top of the bag. This is where you'll be putting your string, wool or whatever to complete the bag. Get your string and measure it along the bag. A good length would be the same length as the bag as you'll be tying it as well. Now push the string through the outside of the bag and tie it on the inside. I'm doing a double knot. If your string or wool is thin, make as many knots as you can to make sure it won't be pulled out. Do the same to the other 3 holes and finish off by creasing the bag again. An extra would be adding a base to the inside of the bag. Do this by cutting a piece of board the same length and width of the base and putting it inside. This gives it more structure and stability. Ta-da! You now have an awesome gift bag. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and if you have another moment to spare, leave a comment below on what I should do next.